So we have the sun on the move this week.
The sun is on the move. It is changing from the crazy sign of Aquarius into the much more watery, emotionally ruled by Neptune sign of Pisces, which is why so many of us get, not in Florida, but in other parts of the country, get those winter doldrums. It's kind of a low energy time, a lot of hibernation going on, can't wait till spring kind of thing, because Pisces is more of a finishing up sign, because the sun has completed its circuit through all 12 signs of the zodiac. Pisces is the last sign, so it really is time to kind of for everybody to finish things, whether it's the new moon or the full moon, rather than starting new things, which is a pretty important thing.
So what you got?
And at the end of the week, we have the last eclipse on the Virgo-Pisces axis, so it's a herald for everybody to finish up projects that have been pending for 18 months or so. And I'm going to tell you where each sign can expect that. The sign of Pisces that we're in, it's about them versus their interpersonal one-to-one relationships they have created over the last 18 months. And Pisces in general are going to see that they need to put their needs at the top of the list, that partners' needs have dominated what's gone on in the Pisces life for 18 months, and the Pisces needs to include themselves in that some way to get their wants and needs met. For Aries, it's the very best time just to take a step backwards and kind of regroup, kind of look at what's gone on over the last 18 months, work-wise, responsibility-wise, and see what areas are substantial and real and you need to keep, and other ones that are artificial responsibilities that you need to leave by the curb when you go on, kind of a thing. For Tauruses, this is it's a great time of year for them. It's a time for them to achieve a long-standing hope, wish, goal, or objective. They have finished all of the professional stuff that they were going to do, and now it's time to sort of lean on their friends a little bit and their group associations to help get the Taurus what it is that the Taurus wants and needs. And that again is over the last 18 months or so. There have been a huge amount of changes for them, and it's time just to say, okay, I'm not taking any new changes on. I'd like to incorporate what I already have into my life. For Geminis, our president, it is in their 10th house of career and public standing, and a lot of times when the sun is straight up in your chart, you have to fight for the right to do whatever it is you say you want to do. So I'm expecting him to come out with, all possible strength to get what it is that he wants done. I don't think he's going to back down from anything, and I don't think Gemini should back down from anything. I think the things they've worked on in the last 18 months or so professionally need to come to be. And it's sort of a time to put your money where your mouth is. For Cancers, 9th house of the law, of legal matters, educational opportunities, important matters need Cancer's attention, specifically what the laws are and aren't. And that's important because the United States is a Cancer, and it's going to impact them at home is where that energy is going to manifest. For Leos, it's about making more money. It's about finding a way to maximize an existing resource that they've been working on for 18 months or so, and it's time to either capitalize it or maximize it or do something that allows it to bring money into your coffers instead of simply putting money out to set this thing up. So it's time to start to get the money flow going in the Leo's direction.
Amen to that.
For Virgos, it's in there. This sign has been in their first house of their physical self. They've been trying to find a way to project their own identity out into the world and get their own agenda met. But they find out that they really can't do it alone. It's going to take the help of partners, and probably somebody a little older than you and a little more experienced than you to bring that about. So if you get that opportunity and someone offers to help or partner up with you to get something done that you want done, say, God, thank you for the help, and be gracious about it when you do. For Libras, it's in their 6th house of work and responsibility. And sadly for Leos, for the last 18 months, they have done nothing but hard work and haven't gotten a whole lot out of it other than, yeah, you did your job. And it's like, and literally the Libra wants to say, but I did my job better than anybody else, and shouldn't I be rewarded for it? And the universe is going to go, no. We just want you to do your job to the very best of your ability. That will change as the year goes on, but right now it's sort of a matter of, yeah, you did your job, and we appreciate you doing it to the best of your abilities. So it's more of a humble service kind of thing, and no one likes that. Yeah, I know, poor Andrew. For Scorpios, it is in their 5th house of love affairs, children, creativity, anything that's fun, anything that's amusing, anything that can be a child of your mind, an idea that you give birth to. It's time to bring that about, and if you're planning on children in the physical sense of the word, this is a great month to kind of put that stuff into motion. So, you got to remember that the things you create now can take on a life of their own. So be prepared to do that. For Sagittarians, It's in their 4th house of home and career and public standing. So, Sagittarians, you're really going to have to give up a little bit at home in order to advance their professional interests, which is really what they've been trying to do for 18 months is balance it. And I'm going to tell you, you can't really balance it. You have to give your profession your undivided attention for a couple of months to make that happen. For Capricorns, it is in their 3rd house of day-to-day living and 9th house of the law. Legal matters go very well for them. Educational matters go well for them. They get an opportunity to revamp their day-to-day living into something they can manage, something that's very, very manageable as far as time goes. And then for the last sign for Aquarians, it's about the money. It's about making more money. It's about finding a way to get the most out of your money and to find a way to maximize an existing resource rather than just looking for a new one. So that's tomorrow's news today for the 12 signs of the zodiac, with the sun entering Pisces and the solar eclipse on Sunday, marking the last one on the Virgo-Pisces axis. So kind of good news all the way around.
We'll see you next week with more good news.
Always a pleasure.